What's up, guys? Brett here, back today playing some more of our Night Elf campaign, Eternity's End. That last episode was quite the long one. The Druids arise. This time, it's going to be a bit more, let's call it fun. We're doing Chapter 5, Brothers in Blood, the next morning within the subterranean Barrow Deeps of Mount Hyjal. So we're going to awaken the Bear Druids. We awoke the, what do they call them? Oh god, now I'm blanking. The Bird Boys. We awoke the Bird Boys. And we've got a couple of them here.
These Barrow Deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there's no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the Druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
Alright, very cool. And for my own, Druid of the Talon. Got it. Nailed it. Okay. So, it is, once again, a dungeon mission. Click on this rat. Druids of the Talon. Powerful druids who can cast Fairy Fire and Cyclone. Alright, we did that. That was good. We cannot scout. We can use our searing arrows, though.
What threatens these lands?
Okay, we're level 5. Good to go. So, the two abilities they're talking about, Fairy Fire, reduces armor and gives vision. I don't know why I was getting this confused, I think, in the last episode with an ability that forces a target to miss, which is an ability, it's cursed, that the Banshees have. I realize now that I was wrong about that. But Cyclone is a very useful spell.
Someone threatens the wild.
And we're going to try and make actual use of that here. So there's lots of different ways we can go. There's only one real path. But I definitely want to discover everything there is to discover here. Find all the items. We've got a level 6 Wendigo here that we need to fight. Let's get her out front.
Something is amiss.
And one thing we can do is we can use Entangle. Very strong ability against powerful units.
Make it fast.
We'll pick up a scroll of healing for our trouble. We still have one from the previous battles. What, let's go ahead and make a hot group for sure. We're not picking up any experience for this, which is interesting. This appears to be the way to go. So I do want to kind of explore and find everything. So we're going to kind of bypass that.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil.
Pull back these kobolds. Ooh, we got stunned. And a potion of healing?
I heed the voice.
Sure. We'll pick that up. I was going to say we can use the mushrooms and turn them into treants. So we do still have that option. Let's try and let the heroes tank for us, especially Malfurion. The pathing in this game, as always, is the biggest hindrance.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Huh. There's nothing here?
The goddess calls.
That's weird. I thought for sure like some skeleton archers or something spawned right there.
Immediately.
Interesting. Okay. Well.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Let's send him in first. We're gonna get this brood mother. She casts a net and she does decent damage, but if we don't let her hit us and spread the poison around, and when she dies, she spawns those extra few little spiders.
What threatens these lands?
We could turn off Fairy Fire. It does cost 45 mana every time they use it, just to save mana for Cyclone, which will become much more useful as kind of a mechanic.
Immediately.
For this particular map. We're going to need it to help us sneak past some dangerous units.
It shall be done.
Very good. Kind of spreading some of the damage around at least. Pull back. Okay. Malfurion, you need to get in front, homie.
My senses.
Someone threatens the wilds.
See what the stats are on a giant spider. Not too scary. And for our trouble, we get a spider ring. That's something we're going to give to Tyrande. I think it's +1 agility. And it is. Nailed it. There's a lot to explore. We can go in a lot of different directions. Just make sure we're clearing this place out. And this is another one of those places where they hide stuff behind mushrooms. Just like they do with trees and other stages. So we're going to try and make sure that we find everything.
Something is amiss.
He cast Blizzard on us. It's an Ice Revenant. Or Frost Revenant, rather. I don't want to lose anything here. I don't think there's any reason to. We could pop one of our scrolls of healing. A Wand of Lightning Shield.
Is amiss.
It's not useless.
In position.
But we don't really need it.
I heed the voice.
Let's go see what happens when I come up here. Is anyone gonna gank me? No? Okay.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
We have some truly useless items in our inventory. I'm gonna pop that.
So be it.
Drop that Ironwood branch. It's only 1 strength. And he's not a strength hero.
Gladly.
The land and I are one.
Okay.
It shall be done.
Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Every time I see these rock chunks, I feel the need to destroy them. It's always very weird to me that they're destructible. It's only in the expansion that the rock chunks usually have stuff in them or behind them.
Immediately. As the goddess
Not so
wills.
much in the base game.
So be
But
it.
later on, they'll put switches, all kinds of stuff in the
As
rock
the
chunks
goddess wills.
to hide them.
By Elune.
There's a big spider den back here.
Immediately.
Kind of searching the fog of
As
war
the
to
goddess wills.
mark out a path. I think we want to
Immediately.
go up here. And it looks like there's a secret here.
What threatens these lands?
Send our boys ahead.
Someone threatens
See
the
what we can
wilds.
find. Oh yeah! Forgot about this. Dear God. Awesome. The largest panda ever. With ridiculous stats.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Speak.
Oh God. He's got like range.
Standing guard.
Has sleep dulled my
He's
senses?
also magic immune. Nice. The treants just kept him from wrecking us. And he drops the necklace that gives him the spell immunity, which is pretty awesome. And it's one of the most powerful items in the game, which
The land and
I don't know how
one.
much use we're going to get out of it in our actual campaign. Let's just drop this potion. The necklace of spell immunity renders the hero invulnerable to magic. So both of our heroes, Malfurion and Tyrande, have ultimates. Starfall and
Threatens these
Tranquility
lands?
that require us to sit still and
Goddess
channel.
calls.
And they can both be interrupted by a simple spell or a stun.
So be it.
And it'll force you to kind of waste your ult. And it's a really feel-bad moment when it happens.
The land and I are one.
It's probably more important on Tyrande because the cooldown of his ult is... It says it lasts 30 seconds. It's basically up for a long time compared to its downtime. Whereas hers, it lasts for a while, but it's down for like minutes and minutes.
Oh, Kalimdor.
Make it fast.
Another scroll of healing, I like it.
Threatens the wilds. Hindu river.
Let's see what else we got. A couple extra spiders.
By Elune.
Alright, that felt worth it. I don't see any extra paths we can go down, so let's just keep on scouting. We can see far ahead if we would like. I don't know how easy it is to see on your screens, but I can kind of see what's going on.
By Elune.
I'm basically mostly just looking for actual dead ends
Immediately. As the goddess
to give us our
wills.
best chance of exploration.
By Elune.
Something is amiss.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to keep these two in a hot group by themselves.
This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost.
Alright, everybody in the pool.
Threatens these lands.
We're going to pop that so we don't lose one of these
Pray for
huntresses.
I heed the voice of
Wow, we're getting wrecked by that range. Yep, and we lost a huntress. Feels bad, man.
the goddess.
You guys just move back.
In the name of Cenarius. In the name of Cenarius.
That's the thing about these missions. Your heroes can usually do everything if you've got a little patience. Makes the micro and stuff a lot less stressful.
For Kalimdor.
For Kalimdor.
Defiled Fountain of Life. So we want to cure that fountain.
By Elune.
That way we can use it. Sadly, we won't be able to use it in time to save some of our units.
Hush their rebellion.
I am prepared.
If I remember correctly, there are some characters we're going to be introduced to in a
As
second
the goddess wills.
who are going to allow us. They're going to give us a quest. I was trying to remember how we fix this, but I think it's a quest that we're going to get in a second here from some furbolgs.
So be it.
Sucks that we're not getting experience from this. But past level 5,
Name of Cenarius.
in the multiplayer at least,
For Kalimdor.
your heroes cannot get experience from creeps. You can only get experience from enemy army units and their deaths.
By Elune.
Okay.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Scout ahead like this.
Ashrathoraman.
Oh yeah, here they are. Here are the furbolgs.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman.
I always hoped one day we'd get to play as furbolgs in WoW. Never happened. I thought they would make ogres. I thought they would do all kinds of stuff, and they never did.
What threatens these
I heed
lands?
the voice of
I just got more and more disappointed as time went on.
Has sleep
What do we
dulled
drop?
my
We probably
senses?
just dropped the
Someone
spider
threatens
ring.
the wilds.
Literal, pretty trash item.
Immediately.
And we're gonna move forward, I think, without our
Someone
units,
threatens the wilds.
because I think we can just take them like this.
Enlighten me.
Move these guys forward here.
I heed the
They're
voice
nearby
of
if we need them.
the goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Something
Couple
is
of ghosts.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Duranda hits pretty damn hard.
Someone threatens the
The
wilds.
land and I are one.
I mean, I guess they both do, really.
These
The goddess
lands.
calls.
Once this is fully maxed out, she
I
hits
heed the
super
voice of
hard.
Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Her attack speed is fast
Sleep.
compared to his average.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately.
See if we can find that spider. Oh, that's a big
Our warriors have engaged.
That's a big man.
What threatens these lands?
Okay, this is not a fight we want without ints. at the very least.
Is amiss.
And I wish we had this fully upgraded over the Thorns aura,
And I are one.
being at level 2. But I mean, 20% damage back is fine. But when a lot of what you're fighting ends up being ranged, it doesn't feel as useful.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Let's focus down the Stormworm. He does chaos damage, which really hurts.
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
Alright, down he goes.
Ashrathoraman.
And then we'll have our own Fountain of Life. So it's like, why am I fixing your stuff? Come use this one.
As this must be the fountain of life. I need
Oh, that's
to
right.
place
We're
the
just
vial
dipping the vial in the water. That's what it is. Let's go do that. I thought we were using it to fix the other fountain,
Prepared.
but I think that's a plot line in another quest.
What threatens these
Just come
lands?
sit here for a second.
The land and I.
Is there
are
anything I
one.
can do with this?
It shall be done.
No, doesn't appear to be any secrets there. Send those guys ahead.
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Let's come back here and give them their vial. I don't really want to send them too far ahead. They could end up triggering some sort of cinematic or something.
Elune be praised, priestess. Truthfully, we doubted that you'd return. Now our shaman has a chance.
Just smacked him with that water.
Again, I must thank you for your help. Take this talisman. Should you require our aid, it will summon us to fight at your side.
I always wish that this item was a permanent item, but it's not. It only has 3 charges. I wish it was something that was on like a little bit of a cooldown. That could just summon furbolgs to come and help you. But it summons like the weakest ones. The little guys, the standard furbolgs. Here we go. Here's a secret.
The land and I are one.
Looks like we might have to cast multiple.
Ashtherodana.
Okay, let's get our
Thy bidding.
army down here.
Goddess calls.
But you can see back here there's some secret stuff. Is there nothing to fight? Okay.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
There's nothing, no one here? It's a sheep. Well, you know what we gotta do. We gotta click on it until it explodes.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Interesting that there was nothing there.
For Kalimdor,
Huh.
Anudora.
Well, that feels very weird to me. I wonder if there was
Columns
some
on
interaction I could have
I
had.
am prepared.
I don't know. Anyway, let's go and see what we can see.
Ashrathoraman.
We found an elven gate with some pretty gnarly statues that look very human.
Ashrathoraman. The pathway cuts off to the south. But this doorway looks promising.
Oh no. How could I have forgotten?
What is behind this door that worries you, my love?
This door leads to Illidan's prison, Tyrande. We should go. Now.
Illidan? It's been 10,000 years. Could he still be alive? We should free him. He would be the perfect ally against the undead and their demon masters.
No, Tyrande. That beast must never be set free.
But he is your brother.
Damn. Soap
Be
opera.
that as it may. He is far too dangerous. I forbid it.
Only the goddess may forbid me anything. I will free Illidan whether you like it or not.
The hubris. Tyrande, the original feminist. Let's see if that choice ends up being a good one.
Is amiss.
She's a strong, independent night elf. Don't need no man. Yeah, so
What threatens
Malfurion
these
has a brother.
lands?
His name is Illidan. He's a badass. And he's been in prison, literally in darkness, in a cave,
Shall be done.
blind, for 10,000 years. If you can even... I don't think any human being could possibly imagine the amount of suffering
Pathetic wretches.
that being in, like, solitary confinement for 10,000 years underground would cause. But she thinks it's a good idea, after all of his mental anguish and torment, to set him free
Has
as a
sleep
tool,
dulled my senses?
essentially, to help fight the demons.
It shall be done.
Without giving away too much of his character, he is a demon hunter. So it kind of makes sense that she would think that.
What threatens?
But he also is someone that loves Tyrande.
Kalimdor.
Like, actually loves her. I'm trying to... Oh, no. Damn it.
Is amiss.
Well, they possessed both of my Druids of the Talon. I've never had that happen before. That sucks. I tried to kill the Banshee, the big one, because I thought she was for sure going to possess someone. And instead I just end up losing both of my Druids. That's insane.
Ashtherodanador.
Welp. The more you know, I guess.
Anudora. Anudora.
Go take out the creeps.
Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses?
This spell, Entangling Roots, is almost broken when it's fully upgraded.
Shall be done.
If you look at the damage, 25 damage per second for 36 seconds. Most units, if they're not hero units, they're just dead.
What threatens these lands?
They're never getting out, and they're dead.
Ashtherodanador.
Okay, another little secret path. That's very cool. Let's go ahead and
Ashtherodanador.
summon you guys. Go see what's... Looks like another secret path as well.
Has sleep
I've said this
dulled
before,
my
but they've
senses?
kind of made it a lot easier to find the secrets
Is amiss.
in the
Is there trouble?
revised version here.
The land and I are one.
Or I should call it the Reforged version.
It shall be done.
Level 5 monstrosity. Let's take him out. Drops a wand of negation.
The
I
land
don't
and
need
I
that.
are one.
It basically gives me abolish magic.
Anudora.
Are we being invaded?
What threatens these lands?
Yeah, it's a
Has
dispel.
sleep
We already have
dulled
3
my
dryads
senses?
who dispel magic.
It shall be done. Something is amiss.
The only annoying thing is that we're low on mana right now.
Anudora. The land and I are one.
So we gotta sit for a second. But this is a whole big area down here. We just won't cast any spells once we get in.
Ashtherodanador.
I gotta make sure I hit this whole mushroom patch.
For Kalimdor.
Oh my god. It's bigger than it
Sleep
looked.
dulled my senses.
Ah, that's what she said.
For the tree.
Okay, well, we'll sit here for
Something is
a while,
amiss.
I guess. Feel free to fast forward. Oh, this is frustrating. That's what I get for casting my Entangling Roots. So this is kind of another long dungeon. Malfurion goes one way, Tyrande goes the other. We've got like this whole huge area to do. I kind of forgot how long this one was.
What threatens these
Neither
lands?
side is really more interesting than the other. One way we're actually going to go and we're going to see the bear druids pretty damn soon. I think they start giving you that over here. And then we're going to be introduced to Illidan. Probably the most...
Hi.
second, maybe first or second most famous character
Is amiss.
in all of Warcraft
These
lore.
lands.
We're going to need another one, I think.
The land and I are one.
And for good reason. He's a really cool kind of Shakespearean character. Even in some of his, like, photos and stuff, he's holding up a skull like Hamlet.
shall be done.
Scroll of healing
What
is
is
nice.
nature's
Let's not
call?
lose anyone.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Is there trouble?
You just hang back. No, don't die.
Hi.
And we'll use the scroll of healing.
Has sleep dulled my
Is there
senses?
trouble?
Okay.
The land and
Drop
I are
this.
one.
Pick that up. Pop that. Boom.
Anudora.
Okay.
Anudora.
We lost HP just so we could pick up a scroll of healing.
Ashtherodanador.
Doesn't really feel like a good trade.
For Kalimdor.
Are we being invaded?
Something is amiss.
Aha.
Something is amiss. It shall be done.
What did that do? We don't know. It was a teleporter.
And I are one.
And it brought me to a very scary room. Okay, we need you guys. Come back. Come back. No, they're gonna, like, time out. This is where I really wish I hadn't lost both of my druids, because they would be able to do their whole, like, juggling bit with the cyclone.
Making trails.
What threatens
Yeah, we need
these
them.
lands?
I need you guys right now. Get in.
What is nature's call?
Because we've got secrets.
Has
Secrets
sleep
upon
dulled
secrets.
my senses?
Hi.
And I need that poison. I'm not sure why they didn't go
Is there
through. Come on.
trouble? I'm game. Are we being
Threatens these
invaded?
lands.
Yeah, we need Malfurion to be the one that takes the damage for once. Nice. He used the Frost Nova on the Int. That's great.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
And for our trouble, he drops an awesome item, the Robe of the Magi.
Threatens these lands.
It gives us intelligence, which for him is bonus damage, as well as extra mana for more spellcasting.
Is there trouble?
I really don't want to take any damage. With them, we'll pop that, grab that. And he's got quite the collection now of really good items.
Ashtherodanador.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this just brings you right back here.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
But cool little secret.
Anudora. Let me pass. The Archdruid of the Moonglade demands passage. Anudora.
So I can't really stress enough how much losing those druids is going to screw us over for, like, this part here. Ooh, the Watchers. These are Owlkin. Another cool unit. Or another cool race of characters that would have been pretty neat to see added as playable characters.
Ashtherodanador.
They make pretty good, like NPCs, though.
What threatens these lands?
Turn back. You are unworthy to bask in the bear god's presence.
Bear gods.
The hunt is on. Taste my spear.
I'm trying to spread some poison.
What is nature's call?
Something is amiss.
Hi.
Of course. Just run away.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. I'm game. The hunt is on. Hi.
And another big claws of attack plus 9. I guess I'll take
Perhaps
that.
the creature was referring to the sleeping druids of the claw. But why would he call them bear gods when they appear as I do?
Is there trouble?
And he's gonna kill my Dryad, of course.
Has
God
sleep
dang it.
dulled my senses?
So he's confused as to why the Watchers are sort of like worshipping
Anudora.
the Druids of the Claw.
Are we being invaded?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Oh, thank God.
attack. For Kalimdor.
Happy to see that.
What is nature's call?
Now I can just spam out.
These lands.
And without having to try to like get an entire army
Anudora.
through where we're going, this will also make this quite a bit easier.
I are one.
You notice we got some experience though.
Ashtherodanador.
Is there trouble?
He does so much dang damage now. Let's just...
It shall be done.
There we go. Now we've all got it. Happy to get full mana.
Miss.
That's huge. We're gonna need it for this part.
Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
And like I said, if this was upgraded instead of the Thorns aura, that would be
Anudora.
great.
Foul spawn of Deathwing. I should have known that you loathsome beasts would take refuge within the flames of the earth.
So that's an interesting line, because, like, we have no idea as players who the hell is Deathwing.
What is nature's call?
As sleep
Like, that name means nothing to us.
Are we being invaded?
But Deathwing is,
Dead center.
basically like a final boss
Are we being invaded?
type character in the lore.
something is amiss.
All the different dragons in this world kind of have their own dominion, right? Some of them control time, some control life. Or not necessarily control, but they're kind of like custodians of these types of things. They can take kind of a humanoid form in addition to their dragon form, but they're super powerful, and Deathwing's kind of like the rotten apple
Threatens
in the
these
bunch.
lands. Ashtherodana.
Like in most fantasy stories, the black dragons are bad, you know.
Anudora.
That's a pretty common trope. Hope there's any secrets
For
back there.
Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ah, the Druids of the Claw are awake already. Come, my brothers, we have much to do. What in the... They have lost themselves to their animal aspects. They're mindless and feral.
In the Raven's name.
Awesome.
The horn's call might work, but it would reach only a few of them in this part of the cavern.
Thank God, it gave me some more
What is
units.
nature's call?
Thy bidding.
The land and I are one.
Well, that's awesome.
What is nature's call?
Enlighten.
And now, yeah, definitely turn off the fairy fire at this point if you're playing along,
Sleep dulled my senses.
so you can always have
The
access
land and I are one.
to cyclones. All I do is here, I hit tab, and that'll bring me to them, so I can use their mana instead of Malfurions. But Entangling Roots also works.
For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador,
So what I want to do here...
it shall be done.
Huh.
For Kalimdor,
Alright, let's just go ahead and use that.
Anudora,
Hi.
has sleep dulled my senses?
Very good.
Is amiss. It shall
Very
be done.
good. We just kind of want to make sure we stay away from their, like, path.
Pathetic wretches. Anudora,
It's worth checking the egg sacs. Sometimes there's
dare you?
really good stuff in there.
For Kalimdor,
I see him.
press the attack. It shall be done.
Thy bidding. Out with it.
It'd be pretty cool if the bear would help me attack these spiders. They're gonna spread the poison around, wreck me a little bit.
Ashtherodanador,
In the old game, these things were way more aggressive. Like right now, he didn't attack me. That's kind of crazy. Because they definitely attack you from pretty far away in the old one.
Ashtherodanador,
Alright, and they didn't give you this much, like, wiggle room. Like, I can just sit here and not even engage with them if I don't want
for
to.
Kalimdor, it shall be done.
I see that scroll of mana. I just want to make sure there's no secrets
Anudora.
hidden. We can come look over here.
Ashtherodanador,
Oh yeah, there's a fountain of mana this way.
for Kalimdor, it shall be done.
I am prepared.
Let's go ahead and cast that on him.
Done.
And then we'll bring everybody this way.
For my brothers.
Put the flinger up in the air.
Is amiss.
Are we being invaded? Making trails.
What threatens these lands?
Alright, and when he comes down, we'll get him.
I am prepared.
Is there trouble?
Out with it.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Let's just go ahead and entangle him, make sure he doesn't do any damage. They hit pretty hard. And they also give us another Wand of the Wind in case we want to do that. Wand of the Wind just casts Cyclone.
For Kalimdor,
No one shall be the wiser.
Also, the Druids of the Claw. I mean, there are units. right? They have huge HP pools. They can have decent armor. It's heavy. They end up getting, I think, 6 heavy armor. Almost 1,000 HP. They can cast Rejuvenate, which is an awesome spell. It allows them to heal. And they do big damage. I mean, they're your tanks. They're your melee frontliners.
Is amiss.
That kind of counteract how fragile
And I are one.
the elf
Ashtherodana.
units actually are.
How dare you?
Their fragility has been really messing us up this whole
That's a
time.
given. It has begun.
We didn't need to do that to both of them.
No one shall be the wiser. Make your peace. It has begun.
Gladly.
It shall be done.
For my brothers. Out with it.
As sleep
I am
filled my
prepared.
senses.
Oh god.
What threatens these lands?
Get off me, homie.
What is nature's call?
Something is
I am
amiss.
prepared.
Yeah, we should have just cycloned one of them.
Out with it.
I need to keep this guy alive.
That's a given.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Is there trouble?
We could have just ran up. We didn't really have to fight anybody.
Is amiss.
Enlighten me.
He's gonna die to this little baby spider. And he did.
What threatens these lands?
I'm on a mission now. Screw you guys.
Pathetic wretches.
A potion of mana. All that for a potion of mana.
Hi.
The land and I are one.
It's okay. We're nearing the end here, guys. If they give me some mushrooms, which it doesn't look like they are.
Something is amiss.
Uh,
What threatens
yeah,
these
this. I mean, this is
lands?
gonna be tough with no units.
Anudora. It shall be done.
All right, let's go.
For Kalimdor.
Are we being invaded? The hunt is on.
Just spread the poison around.
For the trees.
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor.
What is nature's call?
We got to get these kills.
Gladly.
Luckily, he has solid HP regen.
How dare you?
You can watch it go up pretty steadily.
Ashtherodana.
Not my finest play, y'all. I don't want you to think that I do it this poorly every time.
Anudora.
I normally can do this without losing a single unit, but
It
losing
shall
our
be
2
done.
druids early on just kind of threw me off.
For Kalimdor.
But that was it. I mean, that was all we had to do. And we made it here.
Shandor Stormrage. I don't know what came over us. It's been so long since we remembered who we were.
All is well, Theroshan. I have need of you and your mighty brethren once again. After these many ages, the Burning Legion has returned, and only our combined strength can drive them back.
Then we druids of the Claw are yours to command, Shandor Stormrage.
I cannot go back.
Your quest is foolhardy. Even your goddess has condemned the one you seek to free.
And now she's like, I don't care about the goddess. I do what I want. She's really,
Goddess calls.
not sticking to her guns.
Speak your mind. I shall not fear. Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune.
God, our units are so squishy. And we have no way to heal them.
By Elune.
I am sworn to
The
avenge.
goddess calls.
Almost lost 2 full units in that little nothing engagement.
Immediately.
Okay. Let's send Tyrande
As the
ahead.
goddess wills.
And it's crappy because we're killing, and this becomes a plot point later. We're killing Night Elves to free Illidan, who is an imprisoned traitor
Speak your mind.
from 10,000 years ago. We're killing our own people.
Thoraman. So be it.
Kill this little stone guardian.
Your move.
It's actually really crazy.
Someone threatens the wild.
And there's a whole character who's based
Make it
around that in the
fast.
second
I heed
game.
The voice of Elune.
In the expansion, rather.
The
Who's
goddess
just like,
calls.
what the hell?
Revenge. Point away. In position.
Just keep them out of it.
The goddess calls.
Fire.
Kill these mystics. And look at these guys. These are like high elves. Or like,
Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark.
what do they call them in this game?
Waiting on you.
I know they become blood elves. Are they just high elves until they change? I think so.
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Point the way.
It's just interesting that the fair-skinned elves are here hanging out too. As mystics. Because they don't really seem to mix much in the lore. And after the events of the expansion, they kind of come down on different sides.
So be it.
Let's attack this. Book of Summoning Pedestal. And we'll get a Tome of Knowledge, which gives us 1 to every stat.
By
It's like getting
Elune.
3 tomes in 1.
As the goddess wills. So be it.
Super worth.
By Elune.
Lots of little paths for us to take here. Lots of cool little
Make it
rooms
fast.
with unique enemies.
The goddess calls.
I don't like having these 3 over here hanging out. Wardens and sentries.
I heed the voice of
They
Elune.
cast Bloodlust, which would be powerful if they cast it on her, because she actually does real damage.
Speak your mind. On your mark.
But yeah, in this moment, Tyranda's not
Soraman.
really acting like a good guy, which is very interesting. And even when I was a kid, I didn't fully, like, understand it. Oh no, we need to keep killing her. She's actually smashing us.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
And we're getting a good bit of
As
experience
the
now.
goddess wills.
For Kalimdor. Standing guard.
There's also a north path that we can go down as well. And we will.
The goddess calls.
Nothing in here, huh?
So be it.
Speak your mind.
Keep you guys close.
In the name
Try not
of
to lose
Cenarius.
anyone this time.
Anudora.
Immediately. Immediately.
Awesome.
Move. Say no more.
And it's just funny because, like, Night Elves are, for the most part,
I heed the voice of
they're
Elune.
almost unanimously morally good.
As the goddess wills.
So, for any of them to be put in prison, you would have to think and imagine that they are, like, really bad elves.
On your
Like,
mark.
what the heck did these ladies do to get imprisoned?
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
It just kind of doesn't. It's one of those weird plot points. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
By Elune.
You just have to imagine they did something horrible. And we're just freeing them and, like, just to get a bigger
In
posse.
position.
The goddess calls.
Hinduli Retha.
Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. So
Always get suspicious when I open a crate and there's a rat in it. There are several items in this game hidden in rats. Not this time.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
See, and there's another one.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Ooh, some ancient watchers. We're gonna need help with that guy. He's too much of a big boy. Level 8 with chaos damage. And a huge HP pool.
In position.
We just want to make sure that Tyranda's standing in the front.
Anudora.
Like this.
For Kalimdor.
We could have summoned some furballs.
Speak your mind.
But once the big guy's down, the rest fall a heck of a lot easier.
The goddess calls. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
In the name of Cenarius.
Healing wards. That's quite useful. Let's pop that. And grab the healing wards. These furbolgs from the Talisman of the Wild are going to come in handy.
In the name of Cenarius.
Because we're going to have some big battles up ahead. Alright, we've unlocked the gate. Very good.
I am sworn to avenge.
Come back here with everybody. I'm pretty sure there are guardians here that'll try to stop us. Not 100%.
So be it.
Tyrande is taking a beating, though. She's quite close to getting Starfall.
By Elune. Immediately.
Huh, no guardians. Okay, cool.
Standing guard. Someone threatens the wilds.
Which way do we go first? Right here.
Immediately.
Anudora.
Alright, that's pretty pointless. I love it when they make little alcoves with crates and you go and you do it and there's nothing in them.
As the goddess wills.
Like, I'm a finite human being. I'll die one day. How dare you, programmer, like, put something like that in there that just wastes my time utterly.
Standing guard. The goddess calls. Fourth away. Someone threatens the wild. Someone threatens the wilds. In position. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Alright, should be some goodies in here.
Speak your mind.
Tell me what you got.
A cache of the Watcher's weapons. These should help us.
Oh, nice. I remember this. So watch our huntresses. Boom. So now they have moon glaives. Gives the huntress the ability to strike additional units with their bouncing glaive attacks. That's very good. That makes them much better.
Your move.
They kind of suck without it, to be honest. Once they're fully upgraded, like 3 and 3 in terms of their weapons and armor, they're fine with the glaives. But before that, they're kind of a little bit weak.
By Elune.
Death to the intruders.
Jesus.
I heed the voice.
Tell me how you really feel.
The goddess calls.
I mean, he's a strong unit, but that guy's not even as strong as one Druid of the
I
Claw.
heed the voice of Elune.
Getting them really is like a game changer. Ooh, a Ring of Regeneration. That doesn't look booby-trapped at all. Let's come in here first.
Waiting on you. Someone threatens the wild.
Let's save our friends.
So be it.
And you see how the glaives bouncing does a great job against low-tier units. Helps you really clear up spiders and stuff super fast. Alright, that's a full squad.
As the goddess wills.
Get everybody out of the way.
Immediately. By Elune. So be it. By Elune.
And as far as a Ring of Regen, what do I drop for that? Because I gotta drop something.
The goddess calls.
I could... My consumables are very valuable.
Too easy. Speak your mind. Someone threatens the wilds.
Sometimes consumables are kind of useless. Let's just use one right now because I kind of need him.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I've got plenty of hurt units.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Ah, it's these furbolgs.
Immediately. As the
You know what I can do? I can actually use them.
In the name of Cenarius.
Send them in to fight.
By Elune.
Let them take those hits for me. And we get a level. We're going to take Starfall.
In the name of Cenarius.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Very good.
So be
And for whatever reason, we end up getting Loki, a wolf,
I heed the voice of Elune.
and a Parrot of Vitality as well, which is another great item.
As the goddess wills.
I'm tempted at this point to drop our Ring of Superiority. It's not an amazing item. Gloves of Haste becomes better the more damage we do. Without it, we basically have an average attack speed, and the more damage we do, it's like a force multiplier. And Mana Stone is also good for making sure that we can constantly cast Searing Arrows. I think I'm just going to drop this. Pick this up.
So be it.
Come over here.
Make it fast.
We're going to need to make some hot groups here that are a little bit different to make sure that we can walk through
Your move done.
these passageways in an organized fashion.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Throw that down, pick that up. If we lose units in this mission, it's really not a big deal.
As the goddess wills.
But you definitely don't want to leave behind powerful items like these.
The treants move to block my path. Only a powerful druid could command such creatures.
And we've got some tough fights ahead of us in a minute here.
So be it.
We go through the way gate.
On your mark. Someone threatens the wilds. On your mark. Fair enough. Waiting on you.
Send them all through.
Goddess calls.
Loki's not a very strong unit. They even gave us a fountain of health here. So you might have noticed that there's a secret room here. I'm sure we'll figure out how to get there.
The goddess calls.
I'm not going to leave this mission until I figure it out, so
wills.
don't even really worry about it.
Move. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Anudora.
Some goblin
In the name
landmines
of Cenarius.
could come in handy.
By Elune.
In position. Catch.
Ashrathoraman.
Huh, no one in the cages.
These explosive devices look to be of goblin design. The wily creatures must have hidden them here long ago. No matter. I'll make good use of them.
This is kind of weird. I mean, I guess we drop this. We'll pick these up. They stack now. They didn't used to. That's great.
Speak your mind.
So I can basically use them to pull the enemy into, like, a goblin minefield.
By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it.
Oh, man. He stepped on it, but it didn't trigger it.
So be it.
Well,
I am
obviously, if it sucks, we're just going to go back and get our ring back.
The goddess calls.
Wow, look how long that took to go off. We killed one here. Let's do that again.
Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Okay, it needs a bit more of a warm-up. No, don't pull him. There we go.
As the goddess wills.
Weird. They take forever to warm up, I guess.
Someone threatens the wilds.
To detonate. There we go.
Goddess wills.
Okay, I mean, that was fun.
Immediately.
We probably could have just killed them the old-fashioned way, but that was cool, too.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. So be it.
Thought that crate was going to escape my notice. You were wrong. Here we go. Here's the secret. Nailed it.
On your mark. By Elune.
We're getting close to the final chambers.
Immediately.
Let's go through here.
By Elune. As the goddess wills.
I think that's the return portal.
Immediately.
A mantle of intelligence.
So be it.
You have discovered the shrine of the Uberfish. I have no idea what that's all about. I'll drop this for this.
So be it.
It's just a good item to give to, I mean, it's not that good on her. It's a good item to give to, Malfurion.
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elun.
Yeah.
Immediately.
So that was fun. Little Easter
As
egg
the
for you.
goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. By Elun. Immediately.
And, the intelligence isn't completely
As the
wasted on
goddess
her.
wills. By Elun. Your move. I heed the voice of Elun.
Okay, that's a pretty big pull. Let's run away. Could still save him.
Waiting on you. Someone threatens the wild. Walk away. The goddess calls.
I am sworn to revenge.
So
On
be
your
it.
mark.
Ashrathoraman.
I could send them back to the Fountain of Health.
For Kalimdor.
Immediately. Immediately.
If I was worried about this
Someone
upcoming
threatens the
battle, I
wild.
probably would.
As the goddess
Your
wills.
move.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Okay, here we go. Here's the real fight.
So be it.
Califax, the Keeper of the Grove.
Point the way.
So he's basically like Cenarius' little brother.
Standing guard.
That's what he looks like anyway. Yeah, let's just lose some units. I'm not in the mood to spend an extra, like,
Absolutely.
5 minutes playing around.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
Hold, priestess. This place is forbidden, even to one such as you. There is a terrible evil here that must remain chained beneath the earth.
Illidan was considered a great hero once. I believe he will become one again.
Madness! You would doom us all by freeing the betrayer.
I don't know why it stopped me there. It looks like she went into hide mode and, like, canceled my Starfall.
For Kalimdor.
That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. That would definitely be a bug.
Someone
Or
threatens the
maybe he used entangling roots
As
on
the
me or
goddess
something and I didn't
wills.
notice. That could also be a case.
wild. Illidan. Is that you?
Tyrande, it is your voice. After all these ages spent in darkness, your voice is like the pure light of the moon upon my mind.
The Legion has returned, Illidan. Your people have need of you once more.
Damn. I could have done that anytime I wanted to.
Because I once cared for you, Tyrande, I will hunt down the demons. But I will never owe our people anything.
Then let us hurry back to the surface. The demon's corruption spreads with every second we waste.
It has been an eternity, brother. An eternity spent in darkness.
Illidan, you were sentenced to pay for your sins. Nothing more.
And who are you to judge me? We fought the demons side by side, if you recall.
Enough of this, both of you. What is done. My love, with Illidan's help, we will drive the demons back once again and save what is left of our beloved land.
Have you even considered the cost, Tyrande? This betrayer's aid may doom us all before the end.
Foreshadowing.
I will have nothing to do with this.
And that's it, guys. Another long chapter under our belt. So if you're wondering what the heck did Illidan do that was so dang bad, I'll just let this sit for a second. Well, basically, he toyed with magic. 10,000 years ago, when the Night Elf Queen, Azara, I think her name was like messing around with magic and basically kind of like opened a portal to the demons. Magic is kind of what draws them. They're like moths to a flame. It allowed corruption to like enter their society, and Illidan was one of those dudes who was like, magic's not so bad, we should just use it. Power is power. And that's kind of his whole deal. And upcoming missions, which are also pretty awesome. Man, that was like a full hour. Jesus. He kind of continues that theme, that way of thinking. It's like 10,000 years in prison didn't teach him anything. But guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. My name is Brett, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.